The pancreas is an important organ that is responsible for metabolic and digestive processes in the body. It is one of the organs of the gastrointestinal tract. The pancreas produces numerous hormones and enzymes. It is located behind the stomach in the left upper abdomen. The most common pathologies of the organ are pancreatitis, type 1 diabetes. Such problems are characterized by a relatively high level of lethality. It is important to monitor the health of the pancreas to avoid detrimental consequences. Even if the organ is healthy and there are no problems, it is important not to let them arise. Issues with the pancreas can lead to the development of other serious illnesses that are difficult to treat. Start taking care of your health now. Today, there are many simple yet effective ways to maintain good health and ensure proper functioning of the pancreas. The role of the pancreas in the body is difficult to overestimate. The pancreas is one of the key digestive glands in the body. If the organ is removed, typically a person does not survive longer than a year. The pancreas serves several functions simultaneously, including the production of hormones and digestive enzymes. It functions as a digestive, exocrine, and endocrine gland. The organ produces hormones that help break down fatty acids, necessary for the functioning of the kidneys, heart, and muscles. It is also responsible for the production of hormones that regulate sugar levels, such as insulin and glucagon. It secretes ghrelin, which is responsible for stimulating food intake and participates in metabolic processes related to fat, carbohydrates, and proteins. Insulin, which is produced by the pancreas, facilitates the entry of glucose into cells, stimulates its absorption, and lowers blood sugar levels. The pancreas is also responsible for producing enzymes necessary for digestion. The key tasks of these enzymes include the metabolism of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. If one function fails, others remain normal due to the division of the gland into different sections responsible for enzyme and hormone production. What harms the pancreas? The pancreas is one of the most vulnerable organs as it is sensitive to various internal and external factors. Problems with the pancreas can be caused by regular alcohol abuse, tobacco smoking, imbalanced diet, with excessive consumption of spicy, fatty, smoked, and fried foods. Foods that contain high concentrations of food dyes, artificial flavors, trans fats, and simple carbohydrates. The pancreas is also negatively affected by complications of gallstone disease, obstruction of the bile ducts, diabetes, obesity, abdominal injuries, and the consequences of food, chemical, and other types of poisoning. Diseases of the pancreas can be caused by genetic predisposition, prolonged use of antibiotics, hormones, and other medications. The most dangerous disease of the pancreas is pancreatitis, which can be acute or chronic. The disease is characterized by inflammation of the organ, resulting in severe pain in the left upper abdomen, disruption of the gastrointestinal tract, and hormonal system malfunction. Methods for restoring and preserving the pancreas. Any damage to the pancreas can lead to serious consequences and require prolonged, and sometimes lifelong, treatment. To prevent the development of problems with this organ and support its health, it is necessary to balance the diet, maintain an active lifestyle, and utilize effective preventive methods. The method of Soviet scientist Numi Vacan. Ivan Pavlovich Numi Vacan is a renowned Soviet and Russian medical professional who developed numerous techniques to help individuals independently restore their health. In his research on diabetes, the professor also addresses the pancreas, emphasizing the importance of the organ's health. He primarily recommends reviewing and adjusting the daily diet by incorporating foods rich in fiber. For the pancreas, the following are beneficial: natural cottage cheese. It is rich in protein and does not contain purine bases, which can disrupt the body's metabolic processes. It is recommended to consume 100 to 150 grams of cottage cheese 1 to 2 times a day. It can be eaten plain or added to other dishes. It is important to remember that cottage cheese is a dairy product. It is contraindicated for gastritis, stomach ulcers, and other gastrointestinal problems. It is also not recommended for individuals with individual intolerance to the product. People with diabetes or during colds should avoid eating cottage cheese. Professor Numi Vacan recommends completely eliminating sugar and replacing it with stevia, a natural sugar substitute. The sweetness of stevia comes from glycosides, which do not have a glucose group in their chemical structure. Additionally, stevia has a positive effect on the body and promotes improved pancreatic function. Physical activity. Sports are the key to strong health and an active life. Numi Vacan recommends paying more attention to regular physical activity. During workouts, the body's sensitivity to insulin, which is produced by the pancreas, increases. As a result, glucose is more easily and quickly absorbed by cells, and the pancreas does not need to exert excessive effort or produce a large amount of insulin. It is important to move and perform physical exercises every day. Even simple exercises and gymnastics can yield positive results. It is best to perform exercises that focus on stretching, rotating, and elongating the torso. Walnuts. The substances present in walnuts provide excellent nourishment for the pancreas. They can be consumed separately or with honey and incorporated into other dishes. Up to 100 grams of kernels per day is recommended. Professor Numi Vacan recommends using a beneficial decoction made from walnut partitions. The recipe is quite simple. You need to crack open 15 to 20 walnuts, remove the partitions separating the kernels, pour them with a glass of boiling water, and simmer on low heat with the lid on for 10 minutes. The prepared decoction should be divided into 3 equal parts and taken throughout the day. Ideally, it should be consumed daily. Walnuts should be excluded from the diet in case of individual intolerance, skin disorders, high blood clotting, and acute gastrointestinal diseases. Numi Vacan's remedies for the pancreas. The professor has developed a recipe that allows for effective cleansing and improvement of the pancreas. To prepare it, you will need 1 kilogram of parsley roots and 3 liters of natural milk. It is preferable to use milk from a farmer's market, but store-bought milk will also work. Grind the parsley roots using a meat grinder or blender. Then place them in a 5 to 6 liter enamel pot and pour in the milk. Mix well. Place the pot over low heat and simmer until it reaches a porridge-like consistency, which takes about an hour and a half. The result is a beneficial milk porridge. Consume it in several portions as the main meal. Continue eating the porridge until you finish the prepared amount. It is recommended to drink salted water alongside the porridge. Avoid consuming other dishes during this time. Lemon. Treating with lemon reduces pain and alleviates irritation. 1 medium lemon should be boiled in purified water for 5 minutes. Then the juice should be squeezed from the fruit and mixed with a raw yolk from a home egg. The prepared mixture should be consumed on an empty stomach and no food should be consumed for the next 3 hours. The mixture should be taken 5 times on the first day, then on the 3rd and 6th day. The next dose should be taken on the 12th and 24th day from the beginning of the treatment. A repeat course can be conducted after 6 months. Lemon should not be consumed by people with citrus allergies, kidney diseases, as well as pregnant and nursing mothers. Oat decoction. Oatmeal cooked in water without oil and salt is one of the essential dishes for pancreatic problems. The recipe is as follows: pour half a kilogram of oatmeal with 1 liter of boiling water, cover with a lid, and let it infuse for an hour. Afterward, the mixture should be strained and consumed half a glass 3 times a day. Oat milk. Rinse the oat groats thoroughly, add 1.5 liters of hot water, place it on the stove, bring it to a boil, and reduce the heat. During the cooking process, finely grind the groats and simmer for another half an hour. Then, cool and strain the oats, resulting in a white liquid known as oat milk. It should be consumed half a glass before each meal.